Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. Prisma tutorial, from zero to hero. Prisma is an open-source database toolkit that simplifies database access for developers. It provides an ORM, object-relational mapping, layer, enabling seamless database queries using JavaScript/TypeScript. In this tutorial, we will cover the basics of Prisma, how to set it up, and how to perform CRUD, create, read, update, delete, operations with a sample application. Prerequisites. Basic knowledge of JavaScript/TypeScript. Node.js installed on your machine. A database, example PostgresQL, mysql, sqlite. Step 1, setting up your environment. 1. Create a new directory for your project. 2. Initialize a new Node.js project. 3. Install Prisma and necessary dependencies. 4. Initialize Prisma. This command creates a Prisma folder with a schema.prisma file and a .env file. Step 2, configure your database connection. In the .env file, set the database connection string. For example, if you're using SQLite, you can use the following line. For PostgreSQL, it might look like this. Step 3, define your data model. Open the schema.prisma file and define your data model. Here's a simple example for a blog application with user and post models. Step 4, migrate your database. Now that you have defined your models, run the migration to create the database tables. This will prompt you to create a new migration file, which you can confirm. It will also create the database if it does not exist. Step 5, generate Prisma client. After migrating, generate the Prisma client. Step 6, implementing CRUD operations. Create a new file, index.js, and use the Prisma client to perform CRUD operations. Step 7, run your application. Finally, run the application. Conclusion. Congratulations! You have successfully set up Prisma and performed basic CRUD operations. This tutorial covered the essential steps to get you started with Prisma. As you continue to work with Prisma, you can explore more advanced features such as filtering, pagination, and transactions. Next steps. Dive deeper into Prisma's documentation. Prisma documentation, https://www.prisma.io/docs. Explore advanced querying techniques and relationships. Integrate Prisma into your web framework, example Express, Next.js, for a full-stack application. Feel free to ask if you have any questions or need further assistance. Certainly. Prisma is a modern ORM, object-relational mapping, tool that makes database access easy in Node.js and TypeScript applications. This tutorial will take you from zero to hero, covering the basics and more advanced features of Prisma. Table of contents. 1. Introduction to Prisma. 2. Setting up your environment. 3. Initializing a new project. 4. Configuring Prisma. 5. Defining your data model. 6. Running migrations. 7. Querying the database. 8. Working with relations. 9. Advanced queries. 10. Conclusion. 1. Introduction to Prisma. Prisma is designed to simplify database interactions. It provides a type-safe API for querying your database and has built-in support for migrations, making it easier to manage your database schema. 2. Setting up your environment. Before we start, ensure you have the following installed: Node.js, v14 or later. npm, comes with Node.js. You also need a database. For this tutorial, we will use SQLite for simplicity, but Prisma supports various databases like PostgreSQL, MySQL, and SQL Server. 3. Initializing a new project. 1. Create a new directory and navigate into it. 2. Initialize a new Node.js project. 3. Install Prisma and SQLite. 4. Initialize Prisma. This will create a Prisma directory with a schema.prisma file and a .env file for configuration. 4. Configuring Prisma. Open the .env file and set the database URL. For SQLite, it will look like this. Next, configure your schema.prisma file. 5. Defining your data model. Let's define a simple data model for a blog application with user and post models. Edit your schema.prisma file. 6. Running migrations. To create the database and apply the migrations, run. This command will create a new SQLite database file and apply the defined schema. 7. Querying the database. Let's write some code to interact with the database. Create a new file index.js. 8. Working with relations. In the above code, we created a user and a post, linking the post to its author using author ID. Now let's retrieve a user along with their posts. 9. Advanced queries. Prisma supports various advanced queries. Here are a few examples. Filtering. Updating records. Deleting records. 10. Conclusion. Congratulations! You have built a simple blog application using Prisma with Node.js. You learned how to set up Prisma, define models, run migrations, and perform various CRUD operations. Next steps. Explore more about relations and how to manage complex queries. Implement authentication and authorization in your application. Consider deploying your application and database to a cloud provider. Prisma offers extensive documentation and examples on their official website, https://www.prisma.io/docs, which is a great next step for further learning. Happy coding!